What's up, everybody? Aaron here from Meteorite Concepts. Today I'm going to go over the pivot adapter and how to install it on your light and then subsequently on your rifle. First, you want to take the mount, and this is the M-LOK mount. We also have Picatinny mount available. You're going to take the hinge lug here, put it in between the adapter, and then that gap provided. You're going to take the M4 screw. This is the hinge screw. We're going to insert it into this counterboard hole here. You're going to want to leave it about 1/4 of an inch outside because we want to leave a gap for this the installation of this M4 nut, and you're going to slide it in this gap here, this slot provided. All right, you have installed that. You're going to want to grip it with 2 fingers. That just helps it doesn't fall out. And then you're going to finger tighten the hinge screw. We'll tighten it fully when it's on the rifle, once we know what mounting configuration we like. You can position the mount however you would like to. It can be, you can have the logos facing out, both of the logos, the adapter and the mount, or you can have this mount flipped around. And this all depends on where you're putting on the rifle. So you can put it on the right-hand side, left-hand side, for ambidextrous needs. And there's a lot of different mounting configurations, so we encourage you guys to play around with it. The beauty of the pivot is that it will conform to your rifle's needs and whatever other equipment you have on there. So now we're going to install it onto the flashlight. You'll see these 2 mounting lugs. They line up with the 2 recesses you see on the adapter. Just slap that on there. Should fall into place. Now you'll take the 2 adapter screws and position them in the countersunk holes and tighten them up. One note on tightening up these screws is that you do not want to over tighten. You just want to get it past hand tight. Give it a nice little tug, and that should be good. This light is the light body is aluminum, and they're aluminum threads. And when you're threading in the steel nut, it could strip it out depending on how tight you tighten it. So now we have the mount and adapter combo installed onto the flashlight. You can see it rotates freely, and it sits flush against the mount. So these are flush against each other, and that is how they were designed. Now let's bring in the rifle and get it mounted on the rifle. Like I said, I like to run it on the right-hand side, and specifically on the lower 45 M-LOK slot. I run it in between these 2 slots here. So we'll position it right there. And now you're going to take the 3rd Allen key that we have. This is for tightening up the M-LOK mount. And you're likely familiar with M-LOK, so but if you are not, you should just be able to turn the nut, and eventually it'll tighten it up on itself. Sometimes you might have it just loose enough, as I do in this case, and you'll want to just rotate it around the threads so that the screw is just flush with the nut. Put it back on there. So now the way it's designed is that you just torque it, and it'll eventually will tighten up on itself. And it worked for that first one. And the second one. Now you can see that the flashlight rotates smoothly around this mount. It also sits flush with our mount. The adapter and the mount are designed to sit flush against each other. The reason I put it on the lower 45 was so that I can position the light as close as I can to the laser and to the rail. And so this is the position that I like the best. So now let's tighten up the screw, the M4 screw that we slid in through the mount. We are ready to tighten that up. All right. And last but not least, let's re-engage our tail cap for the flashlight. Beautiful. Now you will see that's the profile, the front profile of the gun when it's mounted. Very flush with the rifle, works perfectly with the laser aiming module, sits just below it, and that is what you want. That is an ideal position for the flashlight. So yeah, that's how you install the adapter on your light and then the whole setup onto your rifle. Thanks for watching.